Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I also publish on Rumble and I'm on the socials here. So it is what it is. So let's get started. A few things interesting here. There seems to be some updates regarding the 12 power connector from infamous burning 4090s all over the place. There seems to be a revision on the works at the moment. This is some report from Igor's lab. It seems to be that basically, even though I'm not an electrical engineer, it's basically what I've been hammering the subject on. It's the overall thing is it's a design flaw. What the specific design flaw it is, supposedly it's the pin contact. From what I know, like electricity, how it works, the fact that there is when connectors have contact surface, from the fact that the fact that also when the plug goes in the receptacle, there is a wiggle. I mentioned this because I didn't notice on the images. I noticed on the video of J2 Sense a few weeks ago now, when he demonstrated how wiggly this can be, and kind of removes itself almost like 1 millimeter out of the socket, the connector out of the socket. It for me demonstrates that there is creates the connections between the pin and the receptacle here inside, creates like the surface of contact is small. And when you have a power delivery on a small surface, in a contact surface, it creates resistance, and that resistance creates heat. And of course, being a 4090 the most powerful GPU in terms of needing more power, that's why these kind of things usually happen. So they are revising, and I think they are going to kind of redesign the outer shell per se, or at least they're going to, I know, the securing mechanism here, it's going to be revised. There is some jargon here. Now it's going to be called 12V2 X6, or not plus the multiplying signal 6 here. Supposedly the design is part of PCI Express Basics specifications. It's going to be in compliance with ATX 3.1 specs, because the 3.01 it's taking into account this revision here, 12 volt power connector here. It's I don't know why they did it right at the first try here. I think it's pretty basic. They wanted to put a smaller connector. I think this should have been like the housing connectors here, where the cables make the contact and the pins make the contact. Should have been at the same size. The 8 pins, the PCI 8 pins that you now plug on older cards, should have been the same size here, more standardized, even though you have like 12 pins here. So, but the size, it's proven to work. I don't know why they try to invent something new and not properly test it, because wiggle room here, this is like the revisions here that they made. I don't know what they're trying to do here. The designs seem the same. They're also going to retract a little bit the pins here. So if everything is not properly seated, it will not supply power, from what I understood. I think MSI, the latest MSI PSUs also are basically probably in compliance with this one. Basically in the image here, you can see 12V X6. Which is the revised design here. But yeah, I don't know why they didn't do this first well at the first try. Again, this thing should be the same size, the squares here, and the connections should be the same size that the 8 powers, because it's way smaller, so the tolerances are reduced, so you have to be more precise. And if there is like any kind of imprecision on the manufacture of these things, you get the wobbling here, and then plus the fact that the surface contact is smaller, it creates heat. This is plastic. Will time the plastic may or may not, depending on what kind of plastic it is, may not give way, and then we have all these issues. I don't know what kind of this kind of materials here, and the kind of connections inside the receptacle here, because there is one with some I don't know how to describe it. Some of them are basically square with some dimples inside to make the connection itself, and others are with a clamp design, basically, which works better because it has more has more surface contact to make the when the insertion is made. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure. Probably they will solve, as long as for me at the moment the design as it is, the revising has to be, when it's properly seated, it should not wiggle anyway, it should not give way, and if it is, it's badly constructed, the design. A lot of people complain, the NVIDIA complained that it was user error, but again, we turn back again with the same philosophy. If your design induces a lot of user errors, there is a flaw in the design itself. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. There is like no release dates for this kind of design when it comes. Supposedly it's going to be for probably in the next 40 series refresh, or probably on the next gen GPUs. We don't know, because at the moment AMD is not using this kind of connectors. I'm not sure if Battlemage will use this kind of connectors, the GPU stuff, because it's basically was basically designed for GPU stuff. I'm not sure if AMD is going to use this on a refresh. I doubt it, because it's working properly. Because even the 7900 XTX uses maximum 3 pins. There is no need for more power at the moment. We will see how it goes. I don't expect like this coming out on this year. Probably, if it is, it's by the end of this year. And we have the issue that it might be compatible. It will be compatible with some of the existing 12 volt power connectors. So there is not they're trying to make it compatible with what we have now on the market, but I think some connectors will not be compatible here. So again, we're going to have another issue. People afterwards will start buying this 12V2 x6 PCB stuff here, update, and trying to connect it with previous 12 power. It's going to be a mess. These people, I don't know what to tell you, but yeah, let's go ahead. We'll see when we have more news. We'll see how it goes, we are going to get about this thing. Supposedly, there is still a Fallout London mod for Fallout 4. They delayed the launch of this mod. Basically, it's the mod taking place in England. Try to explore a little bit there, here and there, but they basically decided to postpone, mainly because of Starfield launch. I don't know exactly why, but basically it's that decision they went. But still, they launched a video here, giving that information and giving with a lot of progress videos here. This is a huge overtaking in terms of modding. They basically are recreating London, basically, and doing all the quest stuff, plus the line text, plus the voice acting, plus everything. They are not using a lot of the same assets. I assume they are using some of them, but they have to build the environments basically all the same. But yeah, it's delayed at the moment, mainly because of Starfield launch. Starfield is 6th of September. Yeah, it's September 6th. Or it's Armored Core. I don't remember. But a lot of launches now. I think Armored Core 6 is August and Starfield 6th of September, I think. Yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, that's the news we got here from the mod community, and we got some more updates regarding Red Dead Redemption Remaster. I think there's going to be a real possibility. We got the Oh my god, the fact that it was rated in Korea and supposedly it's real and it's going to happen, according to an insider. This insider, I know him from IGN Times, from IGN editor Colin Moriarty. Afterwards, they four of them. So, oh my god, Colin Moriarty. And now the guys that founded kind of funny podcast stuff at the time, like a few years ago, I don't know how many years. The four went to go about the exit IGN and went about it doing their own stuff, and then the Cory Moriarty left kind of funny stuff and is making his own stuff. But yeah, it's claiming he has confirmation and he has seen information that confirms the remaster is the real deal. Somebody reached him behind the scenes. It shows some proof that the game is definitely coming. Probably announcement will come in August, probably. We'll see how it goes. Basically, this is an update regarding the fact that it was rated out of nowhere, Red Dead Redemption rated in Korea. So basically, this is the update that we have. And finally, regarding news, not a lot. It's Monday, so it's a little bit slow day. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I managed to, or when I did the Annapurna showcase, Kunamy Master was a game that popped out to me. I already saw like a trailer, got interested me at the time, like Game Awards, I think, I'm not sure. It's been a while, and I saw this one, caught my attention, and we got a more in deep dive of Form Extra Life. I really like these guys, what they do regarding wikis, guides, everything RPG. They do a lot of good stuff here, and they have a good community around it. They have an article. It's like a 5-minute read. I recommend that you read this article. It has a lot of more in-depth information that some of them I was not aware of, and I think that they already have not a demo, sorry. A demo, it's for the gaming deals upcoming, sorry. Basically, it's a first-person survival action adventure, so kinda got it. Basically, the inspiration Death Stranding. For me, it doesn't say much because I didn't play Death Stranding. It's one of those games that I really want to play, but I assume it's going to revolve around on traveling and surviving in the environment with the things that you have to catch, the resources and everything. And basically the main thing of the game is trying to extract primordial fluid, which is basically you have to kill angels in this world. And you are basically a homunculus, which basically you were made just for this kind of task. So there's going to be a lot of interesting themes going around this. Some of this, because when I see usually homunculus, the first thing I think is Full Metal Alchemist, and the themes around what the homunculus is and what the purpose of a homunculus, if it is better or worse than a human being, and then all the struggles here on this specific world. It's very bleak, but yeah, basically you have to kill angels, or at least it's what they call them, angels, to get this primordial fluid, to get the activation of a lift on an elevator or whatever it is, so you can get out or ascend something, or at least this is my speculation, you have to ascend to something. But yeah, basically this is it. A lot of scavenging around, some exploration, very intriguing things. It has supposedly like a co-op stuff for 4 players. I don't know if how this is going to work well, but yeah, this is more info here. I'll not talk too much about it, so you can read for yourself and get a better sense of what this game is all about. But I really like what I'm seeing from this game. It's an indie game, and I hope this game will do well, so everybody can support it and play it and have a good experience with it. And basically we're going to the gaming deals here. So I was talking about the Death Stranding being the inspiration for that game, We Kill Monsters. It's 50% off the director's cut upgrade. It's the best one from what I understood. I already have this one on Epic Game Store. I managed to snag it on one of the free rounds that they did for this game. So, but it's 50% off. I think it's worth it. It's $20, so I think it's a must-have. Also, we got Star Wars Jedi Survivor. It's 25% off. Not much. But I think if you buy a 7000 series GPU, you can get a copy of this game. So if you're inclined to do so, it's an alternative way of getting the game. Also, we got Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, 50% off, $30. I never played this game, but it's one of those that, of course, it's from software. I really want to try it out. It's very different of Dark Souls and even from Bloodborne, but it's fast-paced, very parry, very skill-based. I think it's going to be a good experience for you if you like this kind of games. Also, we got Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition, 67. I don't know why they do this kind of numbers. Put 65 or 75 or 70. Put a round number. Don't put 67. So around $17, give or take. I think this first game it's very good. I think the sequel is not better. It's kind of an on par. There is no kind of improvements, but I think that I don't know how much the story is good or not. I never played this game. It's one of those that I like to try out also. But yeah, it seems pretty good, the first one. It's on the cheap side, so I think it's a good experience here. And the complete edition brings all the DLCs and all the extra content also. We got also Days Gone from PlayStation also. I think this is kind of a little underrated game. It's kind of open world, zombie, survival, single player style kind of games. It has a lot of support for the port regarding like ultra wide stuff and all that stuff. And it's also 67% off, so around $17. And I think this game is, from all the reviews and the gameplay that I saw, seems very good. Seems like to a certain point, I don't want to make like huge comparisons, but the sense that it gave me was like The Last of Us in an open world, but with more zombies and more fighting per se. But it's kind of a bleak feeling out there, and it revolves around surviving more the humans than the zombies itself, from what I understood. And we got also God of War, continuing with PlayStation PC port here, 40% off, $30. This is the not 2022, it's launched, the port was from 2022, but this is the reboot from God of War basically. It's not a reboot, it's a sequel, but it's a soft reboot of the franchise here. And of course, overwhelmingly positive. It's one of those must-have. I never played the previous ones because it was console exclusive, and yeah. It's one of those that I would like to play someday and probably do some gameplay series to check out. I think the story, it seems pretty good also. We got also some indie games more, like Spirit Farewell Edition. This is, from what I see, very good game. You are like the boat. You have the boat to help spirits cross paths through the valley. It's like the how do I call it? Ferry Master to the deceased, basically. And you basically, it's you upgrade your boat, you go about it, and then you give lifts to the souls that are lost, from what I understood. It seems pretty good from what I said. And the art style, it's also very nice. I like this kind of art style also. And it's got a demo for you to try out, and it's 80% off, or 84 on the deluxe edition. I think I want to play this game when I can, but yeah, it's one of those that I'm very interested on playing with. And we got, of course, the management stuff here and there, and some resources there. Yeah, seems pretty good for me. And finally, we got Void Bastards. I managed to not play, but see like basically a run through this game. It's one of those that I like if you like a roguelike kind of games. It's like a first-person shooter, but the mechanics are very good, and how they're going about the mechanics and introducing them to you, it's pretty ingenious and funny. And it's 70% off. Yeah, I don't know the deluxe version. Yeah, there is no like extra content. It is what it is. The extra content is the OST and banked ID. 70% off, so $10 give or take. I think it's a good choice here. And I'm going to wrap up for today with my Go Get Fund Me for me to upgrade my PC to get better and more content for my private clients and also start doing some video stuff for them. And of course in my free spare time, doing the daily stuff with better quality, doing some scripted content for me to get in some deep dives and things that I would like to talk about, and resume my gameplay series, and probably in the near future doing some live streams. And well, that said guys, I hope you have a wonderful day and I'll see you in the next one. So until then, Kunamy Master out.